welcome to News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines. Oyo residents stopped from siphoning fuel from falling tanker, attack firefighters. Tension engulfs Delta State as suspected herdsmen shoot 2 farmers dead. 64 persons feared dead as U.S. passenger plane, military helicopter collide near Washington, D.C. I am Imifonokun with this and more. The People's Democratic Party's PDP elected governors have called for an emergency meeting on Friday in Asaba, Delta State, to redress the challenges plaguing the party. This comes as the party's board meeting on Wednesday in Abuja was marred by rowdy scenes after supporters of Senator Samuel Anyanwu attacked the party's former youth leader Sunday Ode Okoye. According to our findings, the governor's emergency meeting in Asaba, the Delta State capital, is meant to address the challenges plaguing the party. The acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damakum, said the crisis rocking the main opposition party is fueled by party leaders who are supposed to unite them. Damakum, speaking to members of the Board of Trustees in Abuja on Wednesday, emphasized that he will do everything in his power to ensure the PDP National Executive Committee meeting takes place in February, as requested by the party's Governors Forum and other party organs. A senior member of the National Working Committee, who spoke on condition of anonymity because he wasn't authorized to speak on the issue, disclosed that both members protested the assault on former National Youth Leader Sunday Ode Okoye by a supporter of the embattled National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu during the board meeting. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) on Wednesday declared it will embark on a nationwide protest against the proposed 50% telecom tariff hike announced by the Nigerian Communications Commission on February 4th in a communique signed by its national president, Joe Ajaro. The decision was taken at the National Administrative Council meeting of the NLC on January 29. Ajaro warned that failure to reverse the hike might result in a nationwide boycott of telecommunication services. Endorsing the rally, the Civil Society Legislative and Advocacy Center, National Civil Society Council of Nigeria, and the Take It Back movement condemned the tariff hike and assured that they will participate in the protest. Recall that the federal government had approved a 50% increase against a 100% increase requested by the telecom operators. In response to the development, the NLC rejected the hike, describing it as insensitive, unjustifiable, and a direct assault on Nigerian workers and the national populace already burdened by the worsening economic hardship. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says it has for the second time shut down Aba Cemetery Market in Abia over the sale of fake bottles of wines and beverages. NAFDAC Director General Mosilajo Adeyeye said the market was regarded as the most dreaded and hitherto safe haven for the largest cattle ring for the manufacture of fake wines and beverages in Africa. News correspondent has the details.
You can actually fake my contact number now.
Yes, because all this Miranda.
ice cream. No, that's the
Yeah, it's up there. Check it out. Hold on. Take him.
Look at this one that
Says remember.
This is Esioko Market, popularly known as Cemetery Market in Aba. The market is known for bulk sales of drinks, beverages, and other food items. However, the sad reality is the infiltration of fake and expired drinks, leading to health emergencies across the country. To curtail the continuous production and selling of these adulterated products, the Abia State government, through the market authorities, is partnering with NAFDAC to crack down on activities of unscrupulous elements within the market.
These products are products that children consume. So for it to expire and give it back to people to take is as good as giving people direct poison. Everybody knows that we are the first people to consume these products before it's sold outside. Why are we cleaning ourselves? We shouldn't be cleaning ourselves.
Enough is enough. We don't want a bar or a Zupurud International Market name to be on the world, the whole world, tarnishing the image of the state. We have tried all possible best since about 2 weeks now, looking for the owners of those goods. Up to this moment I'm talking, it's not easy to trace.
The Southeast Director of NAFDAC, Martins, has warned consumers to be careful of what they buy and consume, as some of the products in the market are fake and counterfeit.
Buy products only, and I'm emphasizing that, from accredited distributors who you know that is being supplied directly by manufacturers.
Recall that NAFDAC was at the Aba Cemetery Market last year and disclosed that sustainable measures will be taken to ensure the train is halted, as the agency intensifies efforts to ensure that only safe and quality products reach consumers. It is also important that consumers check the expiring date of these products before buying and consuming them.
We stumble into one shop. Their main deal here is they produce all kinds of milk. This is pig milk. This is pig choco. This is Ovaltine. This is Cowberry chocolate drink. This is Cowbell also. Milk. This is Mixie. This is another Cowbell product. They produce the sachet here. This is it. Also in the Biko market. This is soya tomato. This is puree. They do it here.
We bring these things back to them for
This is golden penny vegetable oil. It is being repackaged here. This is it. You can see the liquid ones and the particles inside. This is a warehouse of wait. They do repackaging here. They only go for products that is well known, that has market acceptability.
A non-governmental organization, Inclusive Friends Association, has decried non-inclusion and disregard of persons with disabilities in the draft and implementation plans of Nigeria's National Digital Literacy Framework 2023 by the National Information Technology Development Agency. The Executive Director of IFA, Chris Jerry, in a welcome address read by the Rise Up Coordinator, Stephen Idoku, stressed the need for the government to make concerted effort in delving deeper into the barriers faced by women and girls with disabilities in accessing digital literacy and collaborate on strategies to promote inclusion. Jerry noted that equitable access to digital tools and opportunities is no longer optional but essential. The lead researcher, IFA Festus Okbe, while reeling out statistics on the engagement in the framework and implementation plan by NITSDA, noted with displeasure the non-inclusion of organizations or persons with disabilities in 114 participating stakeholders. The NGO therefore called for an addendum to make Nigeria's National Digital Literacy Framework more disability inclusive in the interest of all. Tension has engulfed in the Umende and Mbiri communities in Ika Northeast local government area of Delta State following the killing of two farmers by suspected herders. It was gathered that the incident, which happened in the Mbiri community on Tuesday, led to the burning of herdsmen settlement in the Umende community. The incident is said to have occurred along the farm road in Udume Ikeza quarters and Mbiri farm settlement road as angry youth reportedly invaded the Hausa community settlement in Umende community in a reprisal, seizing the camps and some motorcycles ablaze. When contacted, the police public relations officer in the state, SP Bright Idefe, confirmed the killing, adding that calm has since been restored in the two communities. Despite reported loss of lives as a result of scooping fuel from tanker accident scenes in some parts of the country last week, some residents of Sabo Market, Orele Ikbong in Oyo State on Wednesday night allegedly attacked firefighters for preventing them from siphoning fuel from a fallen petrol-laden tanker carrying 33,000 liters of premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol. According to reports, the tanker had suffered a tire burst, resulting in a spillage and subsequent fire outbreak. It was also learned that the officers of the Oyo State Fire Service Ogbomoso branch had responded to the emergency before the arrival of their colleagues from the Kwara State Fire Service due to closeness to the scene of the incident. Speaking on behalf of the director of the service, the head media and publicity of the Kwara State Fire Service, Hassan Adekunle, lamented that it was deeply concerned that their personnel from Oyo were violently attacked with stones, leading to severe damage to their fire truck, including a shattered windscreen. Adekunle said that through their swift and coordinated response, over 10,000 liters of PMS were safely siphoned into another tanker, minimizing potential hazards. Fortunately, no lives were lost. He further said that any individual found guilty of assaulting fire service personnel will face the full weight of the law, adding that firefighters risk their lives to protect people and properties, and any act of violence against them is unacceptable. If you are just joining us, you're watching the news on Clearview News Desk. We'll be back after this break. Stay with us.
No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel. This is therefore a call to individuals, organizations, embassies, political office holders, and more to inform the world about their activities and achievements through documentaries. Here at Clearview, we parade the masters in the business of producing world-class documentaries. Show your stuff to the world by first contacting us through telephone number 0704 244 1177 or email us at clearviewnewsroom@gmail.com. Watch Clearview News at 7 p.m. daily, Monday to Friday on MITV, channel 255, DSTV, and on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Clearview News Desk. We clear the view, one time and for all time.
Welcome back. A passenger plane and a military helicopter has reportedly collided mid-air near Ronald Reagan National Airport, prompting a major emergency response and the suspension of all airport operations. According to Federal Aviation Administration, the incident occurred around 9 p.m. on Wednesday. It was gathered that the passenger plane was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members, while the military helicopter had 3 personnel on board. Meanwhile, the National Transportation Safety Board and the Department of Defense have launched an investigation into the cause of the crash, and if confirmed, this will be the first fatal incident involving a U.S. commercial airline since 2009, when Colcan Air flight crashed in Buffalo, New York, resulting in 49 fatalities. Consequently, the U.S. government officials, including President Donald Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, have been briefed on the situation. And that's the news, but before we go, a recap of the top stories. Residents of Sabo Market in Oyo State have reportedly attacked firefighters for preventing them from siphoning fuel from a fallen petrol-laden tanker. Tension has engulfed the Umunde and Mbiri communities in Ika Northeast local government area of Delta State following the killing of 2 farmers by suspected herders. We also told you that an aeroplane with 64 passengers on board has reportedly collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter close to Reagan National Airport outside of Washington, D.C. this Thursday. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clevenews Text, or via handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Cleview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Imefonokon.